Welcome everybody, Jameson C. Montgomery here. I am in our group. I am in the Eustachian Tube Dysfunction 24/7 help group. I have some exciting news that I would like to share with all of you, but I wanted to go through the group here just because this might be the last time that we see this particular name as the official name. I've been working with some great individuals. I might be possibly adjusting some things around, so just stay with me. The group, everything will still remain the same. The name will possibly be changed, and I will create a poll. I was thinking of creating a poll. If you're following my YouTube channel, Jaye Wellness Studio, I will be creating a poll, and you're more than happy to, if you have time, to vote on some names. There's about 3 to 4 names that are coming to mind. Working with other individuals, we're going to start really providing the content, really increasing the awareness here. Couple of reasons for some changes, and the name is mostly to do with the fact that as I go here into the group, I look here, and a lot of these are totally out of order, but um, as I go to the group, I see a lot pertaining to more than just eustachian tube dysfunction. There's a lot going on here that I'd love to address. I love to provide uh, specialists, resources, do more than I'm currently already doing to provide help for all of you out there struggling with this condition and many other conditions that are extremely pertinent. And I would love to be more uh, instrumental at that. I feel it's very necessary. And so as I go through here, a lot that pops out is, of course, yeah, this is a primarily a eustachian tube dysfunction a group for now, but this will be leaning more to more than just this condition, ears in general, as well as other techniques to help with some of the issues that you guys are all facing with your ear problems. And I want to get the right people in place here. As the as we go into the end of this year, I want to start providing more help for all of you. We'll be asking for some feedback because all of you amazing 700 members here have been trying to find answers, helping one another. By the way, that's what I love about this group, is that the support of everybody has been magnificent. But I really just wanted to come and do a kind of more of a long form video here just to discuss what's going to happen, what's changing. Not very much that will affect the content, but will affect um, obviously the branding, and we will be getting more resources, more people to help, more qualified individuals to come in to the group and help with questions and things. Like, we did do that a few times. It went well for the most part, but I do want to provide more professionals to come into the group, answer questions, be available, offer their support, because that's what I'm about. And again, these are all covered. There's no cost attached, no buy the first month, be charged 12 months later, things like that. Just this is just purely out of my love for trying to find help for people. And so I haven't been on the group very much lately, is because mostly I've been trying to do more branding deals and trying to work more, you know, I guess the boring back end stuff that most people aren't really interested in. So that's where I've been. I saw some questions of someone asking, where's the person that runs this page, and that's basically what's going on with me. So let's go into, there's some things here from September. Let's see, September is probably the most recent. Is I see Richard Green. There's Richard is asking some questions. I just want to personalize this video a little bit. This is going to be a long form video, folks, so feel free to bear with me here. Let's see. So after 19 months of suffering with this, I'm finally seeing a consultant on Monday. Had scans, hearing tests, even chiropractic, and nothing has stopped this. I can only sleep now with headphones in, as the tinnitus is terrible in the quiet. My ears clip whenever I talk, and if loud noises or my dog barks, it becomes very sensitive. Richard, I have to tell you about something here. Going back to what I was saying before, see, tinnitus is a big thing, and I've covered tinnitus, not as much as I've covered other conditions, but I have covered tinnitus quite a bit. But that is something that I need to encapsulate into this group. This is not just this That's what this branding's going to help with. It's going to help with uh, putting other factors into place, and everyone's going to know what they can say or not say here, hopefully. And so that's what this is all going to help out with. Let's see what some of the responses that Richard got from that, and then I'll add my own. Marky says, I have the same issue. The intense hissing gets to me most days. Keep us updated. I'm so miserable with this. Trude had some suggestions. Have you tried neck strengthening exercises and neck stretches? That is exactly true of where I was going to go with this. Looks like Richard has tried a few things. I'm going to throw my input on this a little bit. Trude, you're already alluding to some things that I was going to cover, so that's awesome. But I want to tell you, Richard, I will tag you too when I post this on the group. That is primarily what I will say. It's you're in the right direction. You went and you had some hearing tests done, and you went and had some chiropractic care. So you obviously were looking at the physical perspective of this being a problem. But I wanted to tell you about this. It goes hand in hand with the physical nature, as well as it goes with the mental nature. We all have a habit of, after some time, you've been suffering with this for 19 months. I'm sure you're probably at the point where you're anticipating your next problem or your next sensation that you feel. Like you stated before, you're feeling this, like the sounds, the clicking sounds every time you talk. So you really can't get around that. But I'm going to tell you from my point of view here. Continue it, in my humble opinion. Continue what you're doing in terms of focusing on the neck, focus on the jaw, focus on your stress management. And if you're not already doing so, I would limit your caffeine, as well as probably get rid of it completely if you can. Now, when I was suffering myself, I was trying everything under the sun. I even went and did cupping. I did acupuncture. Never thought I would do that, but I did acupuncture, cupping. I did all those things, and it didn't help really. I had a little relief, but I think that was just. Now here's the thing: the relief came from my belief, thinking that that might help. And when I realized days had gone by and it returned, the relief sensation that I thought I initially had went away. That's primarily because whatever I was facing, and I'm sitting up straight now, so if anybody was watching me, I wish you guys could have told me, or girls could have told me I was slouching. But what ended up happening was I was doing something to myself. I was causing the sensation. Throw my phone over there so we can have noise free. I was causing a lot of the sensation by me stressing, by me worrying about it, and I was ultimately bringing back the effects of the condition. Going to do chiropractic care, going to do cupping. For those of you who don't know about cupping, it's basically these little suction cups that are applied to your back that are said to take out toxins out of the body, but who knows. And then I tried all that stuff. I thought I felt better, but I almost think it was a placebo effect. But then I would continue on with my normal activities, and I would do the same things, and I would do the same things that I shouldn't be doing. Like right now, I was slouching. And if you look at my posture, and this is where I'm talking to you now, Richard. You look at my posture's not very good right now. Look how this shoulder right here is higher than this shoulder. Not good. So this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing to ourselves. And a lot of times it's unfair to say that we're always the problem. But I want to be very realistic and say that sometimes we are not helping the problem. That's probably a better way to say it. So if you look at my posture right now, it's not the best. There's some adjusting that needs to happen. And these are little things that are not told when you go and see a visit. You're not being educated on posture. You're not being educated on how you should structure your muscles when you're working out. So if you're into fitness, Richard, or you do a job where you're using your muscles constantly, or if you're just at a job where you work in an office, posture's key. So think about these little things. For 19 months, you're probably going to say, well, it's not going to be that basic. I beg to differ, though. I will tell you that it's usually something that's very tiny that's just hidden right there, and we're just continuously doing that one thing not correctly, and it's acquiring all this time spent that we could be feeling better if we had just made small adjustments. So that's just my take, Richard. Sorry for all the distractions, the phone, all the other things that I was getting sidetracked with. But this basically what I wanted to tell you personally is that those are little things that help me. So let's keep going here. Casey is in the group. She put, can you still have ETD if the pressure test wasn't super bad? So this is what I was told. So Casey's obviously seeing someone here, seeing someone professionally about this condition. So she's taking the initiative to do so. Pressure test was all right. It did have differences in both ears, right being worse, which is the worst paying ear, and makes sense. When I look at your eardrum while you are closing your mouth and nose blowing out, the right eardrum does not move and it should vibrate. It only vibrated in a very tiny spot, which indicates it's not working properly. Number 3, something I heard every time. Hearing test was good, but it's a wide range for normal. Let's see what some of the comments say first, and then I'll throw my insight in on this stuff here. So we're going to go here. Shirley, this is a special shout out for you. Thank you for always taking time to respond to people, give them your impact. I really appreciate you always doing that, even maybe having your own challenges. So thank you, Shirley, again for your support with everyone here. So you can, however, that doesn't mean that there is a treatment to help. So I'll tell you this, Casey. Out of the 4, was there 4 things that you said that they told you? I think I heard probably all 4 of them, to be honest. Number 3, you have retracted eardrums more so than the rest of the other 3. But I really want to tell you this too. See, the fact that you said shooting pain and pressure from my ear down my neck, I had all of that. And I think what ultimately happened, I'm going to sound like a broken record, probably what I told Richard, is that for me, it was cutting caffeine out. That's the first thing I noticed. I cut the caffeine out completely. It was rough, but I cut it out. I started focusing on posture, and this is just other things that I did, but this is not what I'm telling you to do, but just want you to hear what I did. I stopped dairy as well because I wasn't sure at the time what was inflaming all the problems. So this is what I calculated. Driving home, I started feeling the pressure in the ears and all the issues with the sensations in my neck, dizziness. You're probably talking about you may not even be talking about full dizziness. You might just be talking about off balance, and that's related to dizziness as well. Let me tell you right now, my neck attributed to all the dizziness problems, my visual problems. It had a lot to do with me looking down at my phone, typing incorrectly all day, working at my job, as well as I want to tell, this is something that I'm going to throw out there, but again, it's really up to the person to dissect it how they want. Red light therapy is what helped me a lot, because what it did is it really got the blood moving around. I realized with the ETD, tinnitus, all these conditions related to the ear are all going to stem from poor circulation. So if you have good circulation, which is what you'll have when you're massaging your jaw, massaging the neck, keeping your body upright, allowing the oxygen to flow, is what's going to ultimately help. Now, allergies is what, I'm surprised you didn't put allergies on there, and I'm sure they probably will tell you that, or if they haven't already, but allergies is always being thrown around like it's going out of style. But I wanted to tell you that it does have a lot to do with the start of what you may be dealing with, but not necessarily the main culprit of why you have this condition. So the start of it, sure, but not the main culprit. A lot of the times it's habits, it's behaviors, it's the ability to make those adjustments is what's going to ultimately help us feel better to get through this thing. And this is really something that I want to stress to everybody out there that's going through these visits. They're going to see people and they're just not getting enough from that visit, and that is really, really unfortunate. So Casey, I really want to know more about your situation in terms of like What other things have you tried? Are you still maybe consuming caffeine? Um, Posture, how's your posture? Most people know if their posture is good or bad. I mean, it's just what it is. I expect 80% of people to tell me that they could work better on it. Most people with perfect posture are probably professional athletes or in the medical field as a provider or a specialist of some sort. Most people are not on top of their posture like they should be, being average people doing average, what I mean by average, but not in those fields, just working their regular, working a day-to-day job or whatnot. Because you have to be reminded of what you should be doing. So the reason these medical professionals probably have great posture is a lot of them do. Physical therapists, chiropractors, because that's their job. They have to teach on that, so they remember to do it themselves. So no knock against them, but it's a great field to be in to avoid that problem. Some articles that people share using the okay. All right, so I do want to address this here. Sherry, if I'm saying that correctly, 6 weeks of using the red light therapy on my ear twice a day, 15 minutes each, there is absolutely no difference. And then Jack agreed with saying same. So same, you have tried removing. So Terry is really going to where I was going to go next. So here's the thing. The red light therapy device is not a heal-all of ear conditions. It's going to be one of those things where if you were in the similar situation as I was in with my problem with Eustachian Tube Dysfunction, it's going to help, in my opinion. I cannot certify that, but I can tell you from my perspective and others that have tried it, they've gotten great relief from it. However, if we use this device, but we're still doing other things that are perpetuating the problem, it's not going to erase the sensation of what we feel and replace it with good because we're doing the device. So I'll say that again. If I'm drinking alcohol, but I also take vitamins, and then I go and get a checkup and they say my blood pressure is high, the vitamins won't counteract the fact that I'm drinking alcohol too. Does that make sense to everybody? It's one of those things that, and it's not to point fingers and say, hey, if you tried the red light therapy device, you must be doing something wrong. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is it's either A, your situation calls for more action. It calls for a little bit more investigation. Or if you do have a trigger that's causing you to reoccur these problems, red light therapy is not going to make the disappear. Again, if you have poor posture, red light therapy is not going to fix that. It's a mind and body connection. If you have sensitivity with caffeine, red light therapy is not going to fix that. So I just want to let everybody know that if all of you out there who have tried the device and are not getting relief, it's not to say that the device is useless. It's just to say that maybe there's other digging that needs to be in place before or prior to finding that healing that you're looking for. But I appreciate all the feedback that everybody's chiming in to help each other. Like Terry here is really chiming in to try to help Jack and trying to help Sherry. So I really appreciate that. So folks, this video was me. I only got to about three different people here. I think I will just jump right into questions next time. But this video was more to just kind of discuss what's going to be happening here with the group, as well as some changes to the YouTube channel. If you all are following the YouTube channel, this will be addressing a few little changes that we're doing. We since 2019, I've began my journey of helping others, and I will not stop helping others with something that has not been fully completed yet. Now, is there a day where I can say that everybody's healed? There won't be a day for that, unfortunately. But if I can help more people each day, if I can help Jack one day, help Sherry the next day, Terry the next day, Robert the other day, I can help many more people out there because I see there's a need. There's plenty of gaming channels, plenty of basketball channels, plenty of fishing channels. There's lots of other channels out there that provide entertainment, but my channel might not be the first thing someone grabs the remote and says, hey, I want to watch videos about how to heal my ears and how to heal my wellness and my problems and how to stretch better. It might not be the first channel you look for, but the purpose is to try to help others, and that's what I will continue to do. And so this video was really to chime in and let you know I will be making a very, very keen effort moving forward to provide more support from me, not just the amazing people in this group. So be looking for the poll on the Jaye Wellness Studio YouTube channel. If you're not already a subscriber, I would love if you subscribe. It's great. I appreciate the support. The more voices we have for this condition, the more notice we get, the more answers we receive. So alrighty folks, I'm going to go ahead and end this video now. I appreciate all of you who are part of the group. Be looking for this video to pop into the group at some point, hopefully today. If not today, tomorrow. I'll be tagging all of you amazing people, and I hope to talk to you all very soon. Take care everybody, and I will see you down the road.